Capricorn, welcome back to Love from a Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from a Leo, and this is your December reading. So for this December, Capricorn, you're going to have to focus on the big changes that are happening in your life. And because of your last reading that we had in November, I know a lot of things have been happening for you lately. So if you've been feeling like a lot of things are just kind of overwhelming, or if you just feel like this intense energy lately, that's probably why. It's just a lot of intense shifts happening, and so let's just get started. So in your past, what you were experiencing was the Judgment card in reverse. So I'm feeling like there was tension, like you were supposed to be changing a habit or letting something go and you didn't want to. So there was like tension with you and universe. It's like universe is like, okay, you need to stop doing this, or you need to let go of this, and you're like, I want to, but I don't want to. You just kept doing the same things. What is this related to for Capricorn? Yeah, something was supposed to end and you wouldn't end it. This is the Death card. So maybe something that happened in Scorpio season. It may involve a Scorpio. I'm just throwing things out there. Keep repeating something that you are supposed to let go of. You're afraid to take a leap of some sort. Like you're afraid to make a commitment to something because you can't see all the facts. You can't see how it might work out. So you're just afraid to take that leap of faith. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I think there was a relationship in your life that it wasn't an equal share. You know what I'm saying? Like it was unbalanced. Somebody was putting more effort in than someone else. It doesn't matter who you were in the situation. It just looks like this relationship isn't healthy. You keep holding on to it. Either a relationship or a business transaction. Like maybe you're spending money on something you don't need to anymore. But for some reason, you're like emotionally dependent on it. You're very impulsive about whatever this is. Like you can't just not have it. If you don't have it, it's gonna affect you. It may be something that, like, if you don't have it, or if something goes wrong with this, you start to act very immature, or you start to act like you're not an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes you out of your character, whatever this thing is. You feel like you can't do anything without it. It's almost like an addictive energy. I'm feeling very addict like vibes with the situation. For some of you, it definitely could be a person, but it could be a substance for some of you as well. What signs is Capricorn dealing with in the past? They couldn't quite let go of this person. Who is it? Sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. So we have a Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. This could also be someone who is very feminine in their energy. So not female, but very feminine in their energy. The way they come across. It might be a very deep person, or maybe someone who's connected to your maternal side of your life. So for the Capricorns that are still in this situation, because it looks like you're supposed to let go, but what do you need to do to make that process a little bit easier for you? Temperance, Sagittarius. With this situation that you're supposed to be letting go of, the reason why it's so hard for you to let go of it is because there's a really big lesson attached to this relationship or this substance. It's hard for you to detach from it because it's something in life that you have to learn. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those milestone moments. So once you do separate from this, you'll see that there was a lot of spiritual awakening. There may be lots of synchronistic events that start occurring, where it's like things start just falling into place more once you disattach from whatever the situation is or this person. It's just because it's one of the things that happens when you're supposed to learn a lesson and you won't, and you start resisting. That's when things become tough for you in life. So once you give in to that energy and you stop trying to force this relationship, things will become a lot easier for you to obtain. Yeah, Capricorn, whatever you're letting go of, this isn't something that is easy for you to let go of, and I do get that. Just make sure you're being safe, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Make sure you're taking care of yourself while you're disattaching from whatever you need to disattach from. And if you are having issues with it and it is something that I can help you with, then don't be afraid to contact me. I'm rooting for you, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the present energy. So for Capricorn, your December, the energy you're going to be feeling is the Hierophant in reverse, okay? So again, because of all of this tension that you've been putting up with in the past, I do think it's going to kind of trickle into this month, but I think this is just because you have to get through these hard, these tedious moments, these times where you really got to put in the work. But that's okay, because then it means things are going to get a little bit easier in the future. With this Hierophant energy, I definitely think in your December, the things that you thought were structured are going to be questioned in your life. So maybe your morals, maybe your religious standpoint, maybe your political views may change. The way that you view love, maybe the way that you make your money in life. Something that's very structured, something that's a part of you as a person, is going to be questioned. Something's going to change, I would say, because the Hierophant in reverse is, you don't usually get Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant is the structures that make you. So your religious views, your philosophies, the way that you work with money, like your relationship with different things that are like specifically tied to you. So something is going to change in that aspect. Again, because I was saying we have this like big changes happening during your December, Uranus is saying, okay, Capricorn, there's a lot of big things are going to be happening. Hold on for the ride. A lot of things tied into your personal individuality, humanitarian efforts, like what do you bring to the world? So you're really going to be like fine-tuning yourself. So what is it that's going to be changing during this December that's tied to you? Okay, so we have the King of Swords. So maybe the way that you talk to people, your communication skills may change. Maybe the way that you think. Like, so let's say that you were a person who was more passive. Now in this new month, you'll be a little bit more assertive with what you're saying. Maybe you'll be a little bit more direct with what you're saying. More cunning. Like, you're going to be moving sharper. Your mind is going to be sharper. So this change that's happening is not, a bad thing at all by any means. It's actually a very, very good movement. I'm seeing you move from kind of like this stagnant energy. I almost feel like pessimistic energy, and you're moving into a more, okay, well, even if I don't see how this could work, even if I'm not optimistic about it, I'm going to be able to figure out how to make something work. So this energy to me is saying that during this December, you're going to be able to make and come up with new plans, come up with new ideas, new thoughts, new aspirations, new inspirations, new plans, new blueprints is what I'm hearing. Blueprints. You're coming up with the plan. Awesome. So this plan that you're coming up with may be due to something that you lost in the past, or maybe just something that you feel like you've lost in general, and you want something. You're going after something. So this new switch that you're having is because of a loss that you had either in this month, a past month. Something that you lost is like, no, we got to fix this because I'm not going back down that road. And I think whatever road or whatever happened, you felt like somebody really disappointed you. Somebody really let you down. It's like somebody just left you high and dry almost. I almost feel like somebody just did you dirty. And so now you're like my feelings are going to be taken out of it. Whatever I thought, how I felt in the past, we're changing that now. So my feelings are out of it, and now I'm being mental about the situation. And you're like, okay, this person may not be on my side anymore, and this person may not want to be a part of my life anymore, but I'm going to figure out how to become very stable in your earthly endeavors. So if this person is all about money, maybe you'll be super rich. I have no idea. But you know what I'm saying? It's something along those lines that deals with your earthly abundance, but definitely a good thing, whatever this is. But hopefully you don't become overly ambitious to the point where you step on anyone's neck just to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm seeing, you're like focusing on your money. You're focusing on striving to be the best. To be the best. I feel like you're doing this to get back at someone. Who are you trying to get back at during this December? Yeah, we have a Leo here. Leo sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. Interesting. There was a Leo that you were in competition with of some sort. Let's see if I can get a little bit more details on this. Who is this Leo in relation to them? Maybe someone that you never get along with. Maybe it's someone you always have like this back and forth arguing with. Maybe it's someone who's super passive. It could also be someone who you had literally a legal matter with, a situation in court, maybe a marriage, or someone that you've divorced in the past. It's someone that you have beef with. You know what I'm saying? Something where something needs to be justified. So for those of you still in the situation, how should your attitude be throughout this December? Like, what does your mindset truly need to be on? Good. 2 of Pentacles. So really, you just need to focus on doing what you got to do to be at the top, and then balance that out with just allowing things to be. So don't try to force anything. Don't try to rub anything in anyone's face. Don't tell anyone what's going on. Be very still. Be very quiet after you put in action. Okay, so what you need to focus on this month, putting in action, sitting back and watching everything grow. Yeah. So really, all you got to do is nothing. It's just keep working, keep doing what you're doing. Just I would say stay quiet. Like don't tell your plans to people. Don't let people know what you're working on. Don't, especially if they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep everything to yourself. Okay. Be very to yourself. Okay. And don't tell anyone what you're gonna do. Just do what you say. So anything that you plan to do, just do it, and people will see what you're saying by your actions. Let's go ahead and move into your future because this video is getting kind of lengthy. So we have the 9 of Wands for your future energy. So this could be your January, but this could also be just, you know, in the near future in general. So 9 of Wands, I like this card. This card because it says that you have what it takes physically, financially, you have what it takes to be able to make the move that you want to make. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. So the reason I say I like this card is because you have all control of yourself. So that's an easy fix, you know what I'm saying? So let's just figure out why you're hesitant on making the move you want to. But why are you hesitant to make this move? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So if this is something that involves another person, you may not get along with this person. And so maybe you're hesitant on moving through with something or going through with something because you know it'll yield success, but you don't know if you want to deal with the person. This also could be saying that you're not sure if something's going to work out, and so you're afraid to make that next step, and really committing to something. What is this that we are actually even trying to debate if we should move forward with it or not? We have the Queen of Cups and then 10 of Wands in reverse. So I think you're trying to debate if you should leave a relationship in the past. This could be with the water sign. We'll see in a second. I think you're trying to see if you should start a relationship. Not put one down, but start a relationship. I think you're like, is it time to start dating? Is it time for me to start mingling? And you can, you know what I'm saying? Like your life is in a position where you'll be able to do that, but it's more about you. Like, are you ready to do that? Interesting. If there's anybody that's sparking your interest, for you to even be thinking about, should I start a relationship? Who is the person that's even making you think this? What sign could Capricorn possibly be getting in a relationship with in the future? This is interesting. So like a spark of romance comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We have a Cancer sun, moon, rising, and or Venus showing up. So there may be a Cancer somebody around you that's kind of making you think about, should you get into a relationship? Now, I want to see, is there someone in your life as of now, if there is anyone in your life as of now, that is a good fit for you, that maybe you need to pay attention to? Because I find that a lot of people, when they want to get in a relationship, they probably already have someone around them that they could be in a relationship with, but they overlook them. So who could this person be if there is any? Okay, so for some of you, we definitely have an Aries sun, moon, rising, and or Venus that is showing up. So if you have an Aries that you kind of sort of, sometimes think about in that way, but you don't really know why, or you feel like, oh no, that's my friend, maybe look into this person a little bit more because it could be something deeper there. But there's also a Cancer that could be of interest for you. So let's just go ahead and see. So we see who is of the essence. We see why you're a little hesitant. We see what you're afraid of, and we see why. Okay, so I think you're just afraid to see if it's actually going to work out, and you don't want to go down the wrong path. Just go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. What should you do in this situation in the future? The Aquarius card, the Star. Instead of worrying about if you're going to be in a relationship or if it's time, just like be happy that there is a future. Like just be happy that there's hope for your future. Be happy that you're at a point in your life where you can say, do I want to start dating or not? Instead of being like upset about the person you're with. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in a position where you have a lot of freedom, and I just think it'll be really easy for you to forget that you're in a really good position in life in the future. So just kind of, be careful with that. Make sure you're cherishing things and being grateful for the things that you have now and not just focusing on what you don't have. Okay, Capricorn? Yeah, so this is a really wonderful reading. If you would like a deeper reading with me or another reading on a different topic or this topic, you can always email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Make sure you check the description box if you have any questions, because I probably have the answer there. Like this video if it resonated with you, or if you just want to let me know that you're here watching. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to join the family. And yeah, have a happy new year if you subscribe to that calendar. I'll see you in the next video, Capricorn. Bye. Happy holidays.